this is pain!
Ubisoft has really seemed like they've been dropping the ball lately, with Far Cry 6 and especially Assassin's Creed. With their latest installment Valhalla receiving a lot of backlash, they tried to combine all the people who like multiplayer, stealth, parkour, and story all into one game, seeming as though they were trying to be a little bit of everything but perfect at nothing. The game was too long, the world just seemed boring, and it all just seemed so cut-paste, and overall it just seemed very lackluster. And it's a perfect example of the saying, if you're trying to aim at everything all at once, you're gonna miss everything. They didn't know what Assassin's Creed fans wanted, so they tried to be everything at once, meaning the people who liked multiplayer games only had gotten subpar multiplayer. The people who liked story only received a basic storyline with the bare minimum development.
All you've brought us is fleas and trouble and pain!
After the failure of Valhalla, I think they're really starting to take that saying to heart. They usually drop an Assassin's Creed game once a year, but they decided to take a year off to really get their ducks in a row. This is their consensus. Instead of having 4 games that's focused on the 4 different categories all at once, they're going to make 4 separate games, each focusing on one aspect. As a result of this, we're getting Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is going to be a mainly stealth and parkour focused game. Now, we don't have much information on this new game, barely seeing any of it. Mainly just the trailer, word of mouth, and screenshots. But the description states, in Assassin's Creed Mirage, you are Basim, a cunning street thief with nightmares visions seeking answers and justice. Join an ancient organization and come to understand the new creed, one that will change Basim's fate in ways he could never imagine. And it's weird because you can buy the collector's edition, but they are barely letting out any information on the game. I wonder who's buying it. Maybe just die-hard Assassin's Creed fans that just love everything they put out. But apparently you will become the most versatile assassin in franchise history. Parkour seamlessly through the city and leverage the largest assortment of tools to date. Get contracts at the Assassin's Bureaus, collect vital clues, and stealthily take down targets with more visceral assassinations than ever before. They said that the parkour in this game is going to resemble Assassin's Creed Unity for any of you who like that game. Explore a dense and vibrant city whose inhabitants react to your every move. Uncover the secrets of 4 unique districts from the industrial park to the lush gardens of the round city. Discover surprising world events and interact with historical figures that shaped the golden age of Baghdad. Again, we do not have a set release date for this game, but Assassin's Creed Mirage will most likely be coming out in the fall. Ubisoft states that they have a lot in store for the Assassin's Creed franchise. Like I stated before, Assassin's Creed Mirage will be mostly focused on the stealth side of things, and Ubisoft will be making another game for multiplayers. Apparently they have multiple games, each focusing on the different categories. We are supposedly getting a new Assassin's Creed game every 8 to 12 months if everything goes to plan. And that makes me a bit nervous, because we don't want to just be getting games just to say that we got them. We all want quality games. I'd rather wait a couple years for a really solid game to come out than get a crappy one pretty soon after they just released the last one. People might get franchise fatigue, meaning they'll get tired of having too much of the same game over and over. An example of this is Call of Duty, how they put out the same thing like every year with different maps and skins and they call it lovely. Yes, the diehard fans are going to continue to buy the game, but the people are slowly starting to fade off. I really hope that that's not going to be the case with Assassin's Creed. This franchise really does have so much potential. My favorite Assassin's Creed game will always be Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I just really like exploring Europe and the free climbing they had in the game. And then they had the Jack the Ripper DLC. That was so fun. I always was a big true crime fan. I think if Ubisoft really takes their time planning this out, I don't know, maybe do some focus groups or something to try and figure this stuff out with their audience, I think the game could only get better. They need to listen to the players and not just assume. The game graphics look really great so far, but will the story and the actual gameplay follow through though? I guess we'll see. Make sure to subscribe if you liked the video. There will be a lot more where this came from. AK out.